Being unable to drive after being charged with a DUI offense is unpleasant enough by itself, but what happens if your job involves driving for a living? Hi, I'm Jack Razumich with Razumich Associates, and today we're going to talk about how a DUI can impact your commercial driver's license. If you're a commercial truck driver by trade and charged with a DUI offense, you're likely overwhelmed with emotions, including fear about your future. Will you lose your license? Will you lose your job? Will your family be able to recover from this regretful event? Let's take a closer look at how a DUI in Indiana can affect your commercial driver's license and, as a result, your livelihood. According to recent data from the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration, there were over 5,000 people killed in accidents involving large trucks in 2019. This is the national figure. In Indiana, 140 people lost their lives in that type of vehicular accident. One way that the authorities are attempting to combat truck fatalities is by holding drivers to a stricter standard. Those include a lower threshold for allowable blood alcohol concentration, or BAC. So while a .08 BAC is the legal limit for drivers of passenger vehicles, CDL holders can be charged with a DUI if their BAC exceeds .04. That's an extremely low limit. You might feel completely sober and absolutely fine to drive, but you will be arrested if your BAC tells a different story. It's important to note that all of the regular penalties that come along with a DUI conviction are still applicable to you if you have a commercial driver's license. This means that the potential penalties of jail or prison, along with mandatory substance abuse counseling or other probation requirements, including the suspension of your driving privileges generally, are still on the table if you're convicted of a DUI while holding a CDL. The penalties to your CDL are in addition to the penalties that you would face in the normal course of a criminal prosecution. One of the primary penalties that you'll find for being convicted of a DUI while holding a CDL is the suspension of your CDL for 1 year. That means that you won't be able to work as a truck driver or in any other field that requires that endorsement. Obviously, this hardship, along with the lawyer's fees, court costs, and any other fees that you may have to pay as a result of the conviction, will affect your financial well-being for at least 12 months. Interestingly, that 1 year suspension occurs whether the driver was arrested while operating a commercial vehicle or if they were operating their personal car or passenger truck. Any infraction can seriously and very negatively impact a driver's career. Additionally, your refusal to submit to a breathalyzer or other chemical test will result in an automatic CDL suspension, and that suspension cannot be terminated early by the courts. Additional penalties to your CDL if you're accused of a DUI offense can be based off of the type of CDL endorsement that you have. For example, drivers who haul hazardous materials will face a 3-year CDL suspension for a first conviction of a DUI or refusing a breathalyzer test, as opposed to the normal 1-year suspension that common commercial driver's license endorsements carry. And just like subsequent DUI convictions will have harsher penalties attached to them, subsequent DUI convictions while holding a CDL will have a harsher penalty on that CDL. A second DUI conviction involving either a commercial or your passenger vehicle means a lifetime ban from holding a commercial driver's license. You can request reinstatement, but not until an entire decade has passed by. If you have 3 or more DUI convictions, that results in a lifetime ban with no possibility of reinstatement to a CDL endorsement. The final penalty that people need to be aware of is that specialized driving privileges, which are more commonly referred to as hardship licenses, are not available at all for people who lose their driving privileges as a result of a DUI and have a CDL. Any suspension of your driving privileges for an Indiana DUI would need to be served in full if you have a CDL endorsement on your license. DUI cases are frequently the most difficult cases to defend against in Indiana, but they're by no means impossible. All of the general DUI defenses that we see on our cases are still available to you even if you have a CDL. If you or someone you care about is facing a DUI charge and they have a CDL, call us today at 317-983-5333 for a free case evaluation. Case evaluations are free and they will always be free. The only thing that you're investing at this stage is your time in making sure that your questions are properly answered, and you'll find that that's time well spent. If you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe. If you really like this video, please consider sharing this on the social media platform of your choice. Here at Razumich Associates, we are lawyers ready to fight. The more eyes that we're in front of, the more people we're fighting for. The more people we're fighting for, the freer society as a whole becomes. If you have a question, a comment, or just a topic you would like for me to cover in a future video, please consider dropping it in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.